Hey there guys, Gaming UK Media here, and today I'm actually going to be doing a little bit something different. I've actually been playing off screen and I've actually racked up 500 Poké tokens, and in the meantime I've also collected quite a few packs of cards. If I just go to my collection and just go to packs, you can see that I've got quite a few cards here. Some of them are tradable. These from the most recent update. The Furious Bits pack, that is, if you didn't see me wiggling my mouse. Then we got the X and Y Flash Fire Booster Pack, which I won on the random fortune wheel. Same with the X and Y Booster Pack with the Blastoise on the front of it, and the Black and White Legendary Treasure Booster Pack. And this pack of cards, I cannot remember how I got it. I think maybe I bought it from the shop a while ago, and I cannot remember. Either that or it was a login bonus for signing in 5 days in a row. So it's been about 5-6 days since my last video, I think. So basically I'm just going to be opening these packs, and I'm also going to spend my 500 tokens on some other packs of cards. So let's go buy them first, and I'm probably just going to buy them all on the new Furious Fist packs. Maybe I might mix it up a little bit and buy 2 Furious Fist packs. I'm going to do that. Let's buy 2 of those. Confirm. Okay, we'll go look at them in a moment. Okay, so buy 2 of those, buy an extra one of those, or maybe not actually, it's 195. How much would that leave me with? It'll leave me with enough for one more pack. So maybe I'm going to go for another Dragon's Exalted pack, just so I've got 2 of them. Don't actually want that pack, but oh well. There's a pack somewhere here that I want. Actually, how many cards are in this one? Let's have a look. I can't even remember. But there's more cards, so I actually will just buy one of those. Okay, right. Let's go to the packs. We'll open the non-tradable packs first, and then we'll open the tradable ones last if we don't get anything decent. Okay, so shall we start with okay, I don't understand why they haven't been merged. Black and White Dragons Exalted. Black and White Dragons Exalted. How strange. Oh, that one's got the little red thing there, whereas this one doesn't. 10 additional game cards. 10 additional game. Oh yeah, never mind. Right, we're gonna open this one first then. Just go open. And what we got? Apalm, Durant, Nidka, or Ninkada, Skunky, Throw, and that was it. Okay, pretty rubbish pack. Apart from Throw, actually. Throw is actually, I quite like the Throw card. And this one's just not loading. Damn you, Nidkada. Okay, right, and we'll open this one next. Oh yeah, there's a few more cards in this one. Oh, would you look at that? I've got a Mew X. Shame it's not tradable. But this is actually a different art to the Mew X's that I currently have, so probably means that I can trade one of my other Mew X's now, or I can merge them into a deck together and create something interesting. I've seen various tactics used with Mew X. It's actually very good, so I'm quite happy about that. Could have been a much worse pack of cards without that. Oh, and I got a tradable Buffalint. Not that anybody needs that, because everybody has Buffalint. So otherwise we've got Buffalint, Drifloon, Fungoose, Gothita, Mew X, Murko, Swablu, Thrower, Skiploom. It's actually quite a good card. It's not bad HP, and it could do up to 40 damage with just one leaf energy, one grass energy, one leaf energy. Don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so what should we open next? I think that we should open the non-tradable Furious Fist. I haven't actually opened a Furious Fist booster pack yet, so let's just go ahead and open these. Oh, what's that? Herbal Energy. Herbal Energy. This card can only be attached to a grass Pokemon. This card provides grass energy only while this card is attached to a grass Pokemon. When you attach this card from your hand to one of your grass Pokemon, deal 30 damage from that Pokemon. If this card is attached to any other than a grass Pokemon, discard it. Okay, so basically if you attach it to a grass Pokemon, it will also basically give you the same status as using a potion on it, so it will heal 30 damage as well, but you can't actually attach it to any other than a grass type Pokemon. So something like Leafeon you'll be fine, Bellsprout, but try attaching it to a Magikarp and it would just discard itself and go to the bin. Aurorus. Oh, now this is a new card from X and Y. It evolves from Amura. Now Aurorus is actually one of the fossil Pokemon that you get. I think there's only 2 new fossil Pokemon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's only 2. I've only played through the game once, and that was right at the beginning of its release, back in whenever it was released. I can't even remember, it was that long ago. And it's got the ability Ice Shield. Any damage done to it by an opponent's attack to each of your water Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it is reduced by 20. So that is not bad. If you're coming up against an opponent that has the same type deck and you're using a water deck, then this card would be great, basically. So yeah, and then the Icy Wind is just, it makes them fall asleep, and it does 60, so there's actually 10 more than Icy Wind on, I can't remember which Pokemon it is, but there's other Pokemon that know this move, and it requires only 3 energy cards. So yeah, that's not a bad card at all, although I don't actually have a Mura because I've never opened many X and Y packs. Scorpy, yeah, Electabuzz. With a basic Electabuzz, so you don't even have to evolve him from Elekid, which is good. And Clefairy. Okay, I actually thought this was Clefable, but Clefairy all the same, is pretty good. Moonlight heals 30 damage from this Pokemon, which is good if you got him as a first card, and you actually got Clefable in your deck, otherwise he might just be a bit useless. Okay, so we're going to open the second one. Golett. I like Golett. Always get a Golett. Meanfu, probably not the greatest card. Noibat. Oh, I think I actually got Noivern the other day when I opened a pack of cards, so Noibat, yeah, it's not bad. Acelicore. Now I've seen people using this card and it is so annoying because it knows different moves than this one, but yeah, this is actually not as good as the other card, but it's still good nonetheless. It's got a lot of effect attacks, so if you're coming up against Pyro, I think it is, and he's not going to be very useful because you won't be able to attack him because the attacks have effects on them. But yeah, otherwise, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during an opponent's next turn, Flip Heads avoids the damage after using after image strike. I'm pretty sure that's like meant to have a dash, a hyphen in between after image, because yeah, but anyway, you can actually negate the damage from your opponent's next attack if you use this move. So it's basically like Minccino's Smooth Coat ability, except that you have to attack with this card first. So yeah, it's not a bad card in all. Could do with a little bit more HP, so maybe hit it up with a giant cape, because most basic cards that are actually any good these days, like Xerneas or Yveltal, they have attacks that can do exactly 100 damage, and obviously this guy doesn't have any resistance, so 90 is kind of a bit low. If he had 110 HP, he would be perfect because he'd be able to survive 2 attacks. So it would be worthwhile just looking into seeing how you can get this guy to have more HP. Poliwrath. I was kind of getting really excited then because I thought it was a Poliwhirl, and I really want to. I recently made a water deck that contains Miltank, Powerful Friends, and I really want to get a Politoed with the ability something that allows you to ignore all normal energy cards actually needed to be used when attacking. So like for example, I could literally just flat out use this Steamroll attack, and I wouldn't have to attach any energy cards at all to it because it would have ignored them. But anyway, yeah, this card is actually pretty beast. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself, so that's fine. He's got quite a lot of HP. But yeah, he's a pretty good card overall. I think that was it for that deck. Yeah, certainly was. I always get like one card that doesn't load. It's really irritating. Okay, so that's the Furious Fists. Right, now we got 1 black and white legendary treasures. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a Dwebble, Emolga. I've never seen this one before, but it's pretty much the same as all other Emolgas, except for some of them though, a different move. Trubbish, got no use for him. Vulpix. Oh, apparently I already have that card, I did not know that. We got the other art of the Cincino. It's very cute. And this is what I mean about the smooth tag. Remember when I was saying about Ace Legator, whatever his name is, his attack? This is the ability that I was talking about. If any damage is done to the Pokemon by attacks of the coin, if heads prevent the damage. It's very good. Ooh, we've got a different art for Servine. Not that I really have any use for it, but all the same. Different art for Embor. Oh, and this one also comes with the Inferno for Dango ability. As often as you like during your turn, before you attack, you may attach a fire energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So that's a bit like Blastoise's ability, where he can attach water energies down from his hand. You can do the same with this one, except for it would be fire energy instead, so you could pretty much power up your team. Although this card is kind of heavy on the energy cards for such a little power, considering that the other version of Embor does 130 damage, I think, per attack, or 120 at least. And then you get Heat Crash, which does 80 damage. Got a different art in Polian, so we get a lot of the same cards that I already own, with different arts. This also has a different moveset, but this one has a Emperor Strike move, which does 70 damage, and if it has less HP than the opponent, then it does 60 more damage. So if this was full health when I was up against an X card, then I could actually do 150 damage with that card. And of course we've got a Crashing Hammer. I don't think I need to tell you what that's useful for, or what it's not useful for when you don't get heads. Right, so I think we're going to start with this one, seeing as I got this one first, so I'm going to open that. And nothing new. Flabébé. Oh, Flabébé. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Flabébé. No idea. Geodude. Goomy. Heleptile. Litleo. Apparently I have 4 or 5 of those. Love Disc. Scraggy. Sneasel. Rapidash. Yeah, not a bad card there, but I've already got it. And a new art of Golem. Now I've already got Golem, but this is a new one. I've recently just seen somebody try to trade a Mew X for this card. Literally offering, I would have to give a Mew X and I'd get this card in return. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do that now. But I'm just going to tag all these cards for trade really quick, because actually I expect most of them already have been tagged for trade because I've already got them. Yeah, they're all tagged for trade. Okay. Okay, next we're going to go with the Blastoise one. Okay, so we've got some new cards in here, but none of them really strike me as brilliant. Got Frogadier. Yeah. Corsola. Not a bad card. Especially when you got this refresh attack. If you've been hypnotoxic lasered, then this card will be good because it gets rid of the damage that it did and all the special conditions. But if you're up against an electric deck, this card, not an electric deck, a grass deck, sorry, then this card is really weak and not very useful. Pantage, already got some of them. Swirlix, Taillow, Volbeat. It's got the Signal Beam, that's pretty good attack because it confuses the opponent. Bolt of Destiny Burst, oh I didn't know this card had an ability. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, flip a coin, if heads, put 5 damage on the attacking opponent. Okay, so you can actually do 50 damage from this, just from its ability. So you've got a basic card on the first or second turn, or third turn actually it would have to be, because yeah, you've got to have a Pokemon knocked out previously. Then you could do 60 damage in one turn with this card as long as you hit heads. But that's pretty good. Leaf Munch, Caterpillar. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, does 20 more damage. So it's pretty good if you come up against a Virizion Genosect deck. or a Leafeon deck, because a Weedle, you know, shouldn't be outputting powers like 30 damage. Frogadier, we've already looked at that card. Scolipede, yeah, Scolipede pretty much goes without saying, it's going to be a poison warehouse. Cassius, shuffle one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. It's pretty much self-explanatory, so we're not getting anything really decent in these packs. We'll go for this one next. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Ordino, relaxed roll. Could possibly do 60 damage. Actually, it could do more. It could do infinite damage. Gothita, Hypnotic Gaze, he basically puts him to sleep, double slap, standard double slap. Meloetta X. Now I've actually been wanting to get this card, but it seems that the only cards I have that are tradable for Meloetta X are Charizard X and Kangaskhan X and Cobalion X, and I really don't want to be trading those cards for this one when I don't have the other cards necessary to create the deck that I want with this card, so I'm actually really happy that I've just got that card. It's not actually the one I wanted, but it will do. It will do. I think there's a Meloetta X out there with an ability as well. Pretty sure there is, but I'm not positive. But that is just made my day. Okay, Water Splash from a Primplup. Very cute artwork with Frillish. Love this. Huntail and Redicant in it. Sewaddle. I did take that for trade yesterday. Sewaddle, yeah, really dodgy looking vampiric bug leaf thing. That basically eats people. Yeah. Shuckle. I love this artwork, it's brilliant. They look like they're having a juice party. But yeah, and you can heal damage and actually deal some insane amounts of damage that you can do. You can get 80 damage just from this basic card, which is pretty awesome. But obviously Shuckle doesn't evolve, so it renders him quite useless. Oh, we've got another new Servine art that knows exactly the same move as the previous one. Tangrowth. Now that's the what was it? 4th gen evolution. So yeah, that's a really weird art. It's like they've taken a landscape picture and they've just twisted it around, because you'll notice the sun's actually setting there and the ground's there and the trees are going that way. So yeah, very strange. We've got Flog and Bind Down, which are actually pretty good attacks if you're up against some Pokemon that has Floatstone or Fairy Garden, like my deck. Flip a coin, if heads, does 30 more damage, so you can do 90 damage potentially with that card. And if you get a Muscle Band on it as well, you can do 110 damage with just a Tangrowth card, which is pretty awesome. Then we've got Zoroark. Now Zoroark is a very dangerous card. Yeah, especially this one. Does 20 damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. So basically, if I get 90 damage, it's going to do like 100 and 200 damage. So yeah, you want to look out for this card if you ever come up against it. Brutal Bash does 20 damage times the number of Dark Pokemon that I have in play. So I could have 5 on the bench and 1 on the field, and 120 damage just from 2 regular energy cards. So yeah, pretty awesome card indeed. So I think we have 1 deck left, or 1 deck type left. We've actually got 2 left, so let's open these. Nothing strikes me as awesome straight away, but we've got another Clefairy that knows Moonblast, obviously not as overpowered in this as it is in the main game, because everybody knows that Moonblast is just an absolute OP beast, especially when you've got it on what's it called, that new Eevee evolution, Sylveon? I think it's called Sylveon. But yeah, you just want to stay away from Moonblast in the actual games. We've got Drowsy, not great. Gothita, not great either. Klefki, now I've lost my keys, guys, can't find them. But each of your fairy Pokemon's resistance is now minus 40. So I think that means that this has a resistance to Dark. It's got a minus 40 resistance. So if, for example, Houndour was trying to use Bite, which I think does 40 damage. It will actually do nothing. I think it might do 30 damage actually, but I can't remember, that was just a complete guess. So yeah, that's actually not a really bad card. It's actually very, very helpful, but I don't think it evolves, so it might just be a bit pointless. Got another Poliwag, Shroomish, Mineshaw. Yeah, not a bad card, not a bad card. Return this Pokemon on all cards attached to it to your hand. Now people do this when they've got a lot of damage onto it. They can just use this attack, and you even get the basic card back as well. So all it is just a matter of putting it back on your bench. So a very, very good card actually if you're going to use it tactically. Vigoroth. And not a bad card, but you probably rather slack off. But then he's got the laze ability or whatever it is. Oh, there he is, slacking. Didn't expect that to happen. But this is the one without the ability, so this one is actually pretty beast. Discard an energy card attached to this Pokemon. Not going to be a problem when you're using regular energy cards, just a normal type energy card. It's got quite a lot of HP, but the only problem is it's a stage 2 card, and it might be difficult trying to get Vigoroth and slack off. That is the name of the basic card, I think. I can't even remember, it's been so long since I played through Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. So yeah, we also got Amnesia, which I'm actually surprised that it does 50 damage. That's quite a lot, and you can choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. The Pokemon can't use it during the next turn. Now that is great if you're coming up against something like Mewtwo and he's using X-Ball, and you don't want him to use X-Ball in the next turn because he's got so many energy cards attached to it. Not to mention it takes 4 energy cards to use the Knuckle Sandwich attack, so that's already like 100 damage that Mewtwo can do to you, plus the 2 energy cards that he's got on him, so that'll be 120 damage, which is going to kill you pretty much. So yeah, not a bad attack there if you're going to use it strategically like that. Mountain Ring. I have never seen this stadium card before. Prevent all damage done to bench Pokemon by attacks. So basically the same as Squirtle's Shell Shield ability and what's it called? Safeguard ability. But yeah, you can prevent the damage done to bench Pokemon by the attacks. But that happens for both players, which is probably good. But yes, so not really a great card, but we got some interesting cards in there. Especially the slacking card. It's actually a medium rare card, so, or rare, medium, I don't even know. And we're just going to open the last pack. Ooh, I got myself a Volleyball. Sweet. I actually wanted one of these. Yeah, okay, we'll just start from the beginning. Right, so we've got another Meanfu, but the previous one I had, so I couldn't trade. Pancham. Pancham is evolving into the big Pancham, so I can't remember the name of it. Brilliant card, absolute just powerhouse. Pulse, we all know what Pulse does. Scraggy, yeah, doesn't need much talking about, it's not a great card. Not a great card. Drapion, not a great card, but not a bad card either. Could have been worse. Volleyball, quite happy about Volleyball. Scrafty, not really bothered about it, but if I was to use a dark deck, I'd probably put it in there because of its machine gun headbutt. It can possibly do 150 damage, but the downside is that it confuses itself. So, yeah, not a great deck. Fighting Stadium attacks have put each fighting Pokemon in play do 20 more damage to the defending Pokemon X. So that's like anti-Pokemon X card. If you're running the regular theme deck for the fighting type and you want to power it up against X types, this is a card that you want to be using as your stadium card. Don't bother with anything else. This is the card that you want, because most people do use Pokemon X cards. Equally, you know, what have you got to lose if the opponent doesn't have X cards? So yeah, that is basically all that's going to be included in this video today. It was me just basically opening packs of cards. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me open just a couple of packs of cards. And yeah, so thanks for watching guys, don't forget to like, rate and subscribe, and I hope you have a nice day.